Welcome back to another go at the bubble mold that I absolutely adore. I poured 10 ounces of craft resin. It's a low viscosity 1-to-1 resin, and I mixed up some colors. I divided in the cups evenly. The first cup is Let's Resin Purplish Red Resin Pigment. The second one is Liquitex Hooker's Green. The third is Liquitex Vivid Red Orange. Our mica powder is Let's Resin Coral Red. And I put a big scoop in here. The rest of the ones had 5 drops in each cup. This had a big scoop of the mica powder. Then to switch things up, I used Mermaid Trash Foam White as the white, and I put about a pea-sized drop in here. And last, I put just a drop of the Hooker's Green in this cup. This is going to be our last cup. And so we are ready to go. I am going to pour it up around the edge. This bubble edge mold is just so cool, and the resin gets trapped in the little bubbles, which lends to even a cooler look, I think, anyway. All right. Move this around a little bit, sort of to fill the mold, because I like the way the colors go in more evenly when the bottom is full. Next, I'm going to do my green. And I'm going to alternate this green with my red-orange. Then I'm going to do my mica powder. And I'm going to do this. You see where that outer green ring is? That's where I'm going to try to do it. As you know, if you watch me do videos, I don't have a very even or steady hand. Now I'm going to give it a little shot of heat. Now, because of the bubble edge mold, you'll see that bubbles are created, and that's because anytime you have intricate things or details in a mold, you're more likely to get bubbles. I am using craft resin, so it will naturally degas on its own. I don't want to hit the edge of this mold with heat because I love this mold. So I'm just going to let a lot of it debubble on its own. If it doesn't, I'll take a toothpick and pop the bubbles. All right, so now we have our white. And this is a different white, so I'm interested to see what will happen with it. I'm going to run it around inside the mica powder first, and then I'm going to spiral it towards the center. I have more left, so I'm going to take it around the edge again. And then last but not least, I have that lightly tinted green that I am going to pour in the center. I'm going to give it a head of heat again. And like I said, I'm going to watch the outsides because I don't want to get my heat too close to the edge of this mold and burn it. I'll be so upset, but I can go around and just debubble on my own. Takes a little bit more work to debubble on your own, but to save my mold, I'm doing it. It's worth it to me. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 shots at the bubbles to get them to go away, but that is completely okay with me because I adore this mold. All right, so I'm gonna sit here and do this, and I will come back when this is ready to unmold. All right, we are back to see how this came out. I was having a day yesterday, so I thought, oh, there's no way this is coming out the way I want it, but I said, I'm gonna keep going with it. You just never know. Sometimes the resin gods are with you, and sometimes they're not. All right. I do like how this side looks, and usually with this side it looks good. Though I will tell you, this has more of a Larimar effect. But with using that different white, you just never know. Oh, wow. That does look really cool. I love the long petals. I did get a different effect in the center. So yeah, I think it came out really cool.